It's Miami, Minnesota, and Houston that are the finalists for the Kevin Durant sweepstakes from the Phoenix Suns, according to Shams Charania. And the Kevin Durant saga in Phoenix nears its end. I'm Erik Ruby, welcoming into PHNX Suns, a trending mini-pod edition. We're bringing you around-the-clock coverage of Kevin Durant trade and everything else going on around it right here on PHNX Suns. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be live with 3 p.m. shows Monday through Friday every week, and of course, a breaking news pod on a Kevin Durant trade whenever it does go down right here on this very channel. Like I mentioned before, Shams Charania is reporting a deal could go down in the next couple of days, and there are 3 teams that the Phoenix Suns are focused on: Miami, Minnesota, and Houston. Instead of diving into all 3 of those teams and their fits with the Suns and what trade packages they can get in return, I'm going to look at something else, a more macro level. If you want some more of that, check out our live shows and other shows we've done on PHNX Suns and PHNX Sports. We dive into those teams in great depth. But of course, as we near a Kevin Durant trade, we near the end of the Kevin Durant saga in Phoenix. What was supposed to be one filled with promises and rings and fun times for all led to nothing but disappointment and fan apathy. How did we get here, and can it be saved? The number one thing that I want to make sure everybody understands is that this is not a black and white issue. This is not an issue that is very clear-cut one way, as Kevin Durant is all to blame, or the Phoenix Suns are all to blame, or the coach, or the other players, or the front office, or Matt Ishbia. Everybody involved in the Phoenix Suns organization over the last couple of years are absolutely at fault for this unequivocal failure of an experiment. Without a doubt, and that includes Kevin Durant. That being said, it is absolutely 100% undebatable in my mind that the Phoenix Suns failed Kevin Durant. The Phoenix Suns failed to build a winning team around Kevin Durant and Devin Booker by pressing the button too early and going all in for Bradley Beal, by signing the wrong veteran free agent fits 2 off seasons in a row, by hiring the wrong head coach 2 off seasons in a row. And while, like I said before, everybody deserves blame. And what did the players do to avoid that? We saw an absolutely pathetic excuse for a basketball team at the end of this past season for the Suns. And that falls on the players as much as it falls on everybody else. But before all of that, there were so many other abject failures by this franchise that it's unequivocally starting with them. It is not only on them, but it starts with them. I do not believe that the Phoenix Suns trading for Kevin Durant was the wrong decision. I do not believe that giving up Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, 5 first-round picks, 5 second-round picks was the wrong choice for Matt Ishbia on his first day as Phoenix Suns owner and governor. I truly don't. Even with revisionist history, I stand by what I said at the time. If you have a chance to get Kevin Durant, if you have a chance to get, at that point, a top 5 player in the league, you press the damn button. End of story. But what you do after that is just as important as pressing that button in the first place. And that's where the Phoenix Suns failed. Now, can it be salvaged? Can it be saved by whatever type of return they get for Kevin Durant? To be honest with you, I don't think so. Now, you can make it better. You can make it hurt a little less. Let's say you do fleece somebody for KD. Let's say you do get more value than so many people in my mentions are telling me that you would get for Kevin Durant. And you're walking away with good young players, a good veteran talent, more draft picks than you expected. Hell, maybe a top 10, hell, maybe a top 5 pick. You walk away with any of those assets from a Kevin Durant trade, and you can look back and say, okay, at least we salvaged it a little bit. But you're not getting the value you gave up for Kevin Durant, and you didn't get, from a team perspective, the value that you expected out of a Kevin Durant-led team. What, 1 playoff series win, a sweep, and then missing the play-in entirely? It's downright pathetic. There's no excuse. And now, Suns fans are going to be able to look back at this entire last couple of years as its own individual disappointing era in franchise history. It's finally almost over, yet it continues to drag on. You're still waiting for a trade, and you're hoping to get good value. Luckily, it looks like there's a lot of teams interested. Miami, Minnesota, and Houston at the top of the list right now, according to Shams Charania. Get a good young player like Kel'el Ware. Get good draft assets like the 10th overall pick. Do something that helps you stabilize your franchise going forward, help you walk this fine line of retooling and rebuilding, walk this fine line of recovering from a Kevin Durant trade and still building around your star in Devin Booker, who is just now entering his prime. Can they do it? It's a tall task. It's a tough task, and it's one being led by a lot of people who don't have experience. Matt Ishbia is still in his first half of a decade of owning an NBA team. Josh Bartelstein, his first half a decade of being in his position. Brian Gregory hasn't even spent 3 years in an NBA front office, let alone any time as a general manager. And Jordan Ott is a first-time head coach, but he does have the most prerequisite experience out of any of those other people that I mentioned before. You have a lot on your plate. And as the saga comes to a close, it feels like a lot of it could have been avoided, but it wasn't. And here we are, waiting for a KD trade. And when it goes down, we'll have you covered right here on PHNX Sports and PHNX Suns. There's no other place to be when the news goes down than on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications button so you know every single time that we go live. Of course, you can follow the show at PHNX Suns on Twitter and on Instagram if you want the latest up to date with Kevin Durant trades and all the other news surrounding the Phoenix Suns as well. I know I'll be talking to you all again soon, so I'll see you around.
We all silly like the mayor.